Hi everyone, my name is Yu. So I'm from Taiwan. I'm a new media artist. I create art through algorithms like math and physics. So I'm trying to create internal life in the digital world. So that concept comes from the garden in a bottle. I want to make a digital one, and then I want to make a cycle between machine and human. So for the first part, this is the ecosystem. You can see the cow is running on the ground, and then the trees and also different weathers. On the left side, you will see the data. The data is showing how the weather and wind and all the things in the world is going. And it is getting the input from OSC. That means that when our musicians play any notes, any frequencies or any sound, it will be converted into data and feed into the ecosystem. And this ecosystem will sometimes controlled by the data to grow different trees or to put new creatures inside the system. And this will create a chaos status that we will observe the whole world to feed into the abstract score. For the second part, this is the abstract notation. So you can see that on the data part, it gets all the data from predators, trees, the creature counts, and then the temperature, the wind, and trying to affect and generate a real-time abstract score. The score is switching between classic notation. You can see that there's notes, and switching between the abstract one also. So we want to create a very dynamic balance between the musicians. So musicians are trying to read it and trying to get an idea from the score and then put it into the performance in real time. So the last part for these microphones will get all the signals from the musicians and put into the ecosystem again. So it'll form a very closed loop, and we want to see that when the loop is developing, how can we make it a real music performance at the same time, but referencing a very dynamic system structure. This is the poetry, so it's generated in real time. So for the world and musicians, all the things going on, we will wrap it into a data, and this data package will send to the OpenAI service to ask him, can we trying to kind of explain or express this data using poetry? So I try to summon those ancient poets from the past and trying to ask them, can you describe the world using your own style and using poetry? So for the audience, they can also see an observation role. So this observer poetry system will evaluate the system status and trying to write things real time again and again.